Well, the next time you're in a hotel room and reach for the hairdryer, you may want to say thank you to Sandals Montego Bay. Candace Sampson is here now to share how this luxury-included resort changed the face of hospitality and how they're staying ahead of the game 38 years later. Welcome, Candace.
Hi. It's good to be back here. I haven't seen you lately.
I know, it's forever. Before I went and stayed at the Sandals in Montego Bay.
Oh, well, listen, it is no secret that I have a love affair with Jamaica. This was my 13th trip to the island, but I had never actually visited a Sandals. So it was a real treat to be invited down and get to experience Sandals for the first time. And actually, this is the very first Sandals that was built.
Yeah, I was a little confused because people kept on saying, well, which Sandals in Montego Bay are you staying at? I said, there's more than one. What have I done? Have I booked the right place?
There's the Sandals Royal Caribbean right beside it.
Yes.
They now have those, very famous heart-shaped over-the-water bungalows.
Which we went and we went over there for dinner because if you stay at the one Sandals, you can go and use all the amenities. So we went and had a really nice dinner at the Thai restaurant over there. They ferry you over in that cute little boat, and went over. And my daughters and I tried to, walk along the bridge to go and check out the suites, but
no.
Security at the desk was like, no, you can turn around and go back now. I was like, damn, I wanted to just have a peek. No. Very cool.
It is a lovely resort, but the Montego Bay one started in 1981, and when Butch Stewart bought it, it was like this rundown, dilapidated hotel, and the Jamaican tourism industry was sort of in a bit of a crisis at the time, so everybody thought he was completely nuts. It was at the end of a runway, the hotel was run down, but he obviously a passion project for him, and so they started with a small group of employees, and they've built it into this sort of iconic recognizable name brand that we all know so well now. And it was things like a hairdryer, a king-size bed, a clock radio, making all of these things standard.
A clock radio.
Right?
You go back. I forget.
Doesn't that sound so trite now? Like, we have, you expect those things.
I just want a USB port now. That's all I want.
Well, this is it. So now, though, at the newly renovated Montego Bay, there are luxury tubs on every veranda overlooking the ocean.
Are.
So, in 20 years, you'll be giving a silent nod of gratitude to Butch Stewart for those tubs that you have on your verandas. It'll be standard probably in all the rooms because everybody's just trying to keep up with Sandals as far as luxury included amenities when you go to a resort.
My husband really went all out. We had the butler suite.
Oh, so did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy having the butler suite because, the best part about the butler was, not only that you have your own cell phone that connects to the butlers, because obviously you have two butlers to cover the course of your day, but they would go down in the morning and set up an umbrella and reserve the chairs and put a little cooler of all your favorite drinks there.
Right.
And to tell you everything was laid out so you could just go down to the beach and hang out and then they would come back and if you couldn't be bothered to get off the chair and walk to the restaurant on the beach, you could order by phone from your butler and they would bring it to you.
Yes.
So I felt it took a little while getting used to. Being able to say do this for me, or I need this, or I need this, but I could get used to it really quickly.
So re-entry's harsh after that.
Yes, it is very harsh.
But for me, I felt we had concierge service, which was just enough of a light touch for me.
Right.
I think I would have probably been. I would have been trying to help the butler. No.
Why not? They offer to unpack for you. It's like, no, I don't want anybody to unpack for me.
But they are, again, it's what you're comfortable with when you book. But everybody who stays in a butler suite or the concierge service, you get the BMW service now from the Montego Bay Airport, which is lovely. So you walk out of the airport and you're in a luxury BMW all by yourself. You're not waiting for other people to get on the bus with you. And you're 5 minutes from the airport, which is fantastic. You're in vacation mode immediately.
Absolutely.
So we were on the beach within just over an hour of arriving. And that's sort of unheard of, really, when you land in these places. Usually you have, an hour or a 90-minute drive to your resort. But in Montego Bay, you're right there.
And lots of things to do at the resort. Plus, you can go to the other places.
Yeah, and the beach was beautiful in Montego Bay. Also new, obviously, is the lobby there, which used to be, and the rooms, it's sort of been given this refresh. And like I say in the blog, Paradise doesn't really need a reno. It just needs a partner who will play to its best attributes. And that's what the new Sandals Montego Bay does. The new lobby is light and airy and bright. And as soon as you walk in, you can see the Caribbean Sea right there. So it's very welcoming. And the room's gone again. The dark mahogany is gone, and they've changed it to a very contemporary design. We stayed in the Romeo and Juliet suite. It spoils you forever for other rooms because it was absolutely magnificent. We had a tub on our veranda. We had a 2-person tub in our room. We had a massive shower. If the goal was to stay clean, they were really working on that. It was really just a beautiful, beautiful resort. And dining.
Oh, the food was fantastic.
Right?
Plus, I love this. The house wine, because it's all inclusive, right? The house wine is Robert Mondavi.
Right.
And the Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee, of course, and Appleton rum. I was a very happy girl.
Hard not to be.
Yeah.
Well, Butch's Steakhouse is there now too, did you get to try that? It was just open when we were there. I wasn't sure if it was open when you were there.
It wasn't open.
And so it is
They were
fantastic.
just building it. It was sort of the Japanese looking
back
by the Parrot.
So there's soy restaurant right beside it, which is also new. And they have fabulous sushi there. And then obviously Butch's Steakhouse, which is named after Butch Stewart, and amazing steak and meals there. So that was
we'll
really
have to go
good.
back.
Yes, well, you do. And they have a great loyalty program too, Sandals.
We signed up.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I think we've actually, because I had to put down somewhere for next year, but they said you can change it or delay it. So I picked St. Lucia because I've never been there.
Oh, me either.
Oh, well, come at the same time.
And finally, just marriage. If anybody's looking to get remarried, Sandals is really the place to do that.
Candace?
I am not the person to do that, but I briefly toyed with it. I'm not going to lie. It's not hard to get swept up in the romanticism of it all. It is beautiful. And, with a 3-day stay, it's included. So, they do all the planning.
Yeah, we saw some pretty weddings.
And your honeymoon's included. So, it's all sort of there. And you leave the stress of wedding planning behind.
Okay, so where can people go to get more info?
Well, so they can go to lifeinpleasantville.com, and obviously you can go to sandals.com to find out more about each of these resorts. But I would highly recommend checking out the new Montego Bay Resort. Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.